It was the news the Northern Territory had both dreaded and expected.
It has been confirmed that the Northern Territory has its second coronavirus case.
A man in his mid-30s who flew into Darwin on Wednesday, now in isolation at Royal Darwin Hospital.
We want to remind Territorians to stay calm. This person had recently returned from overseas.
The government's biggest concern is that the virus will spread to remote indigenous communities. The Prime Minister announcing drastic measures to prevent that from happening.
Under the Biosecurity Act, we'll be using the Health Minister's powers to ensure that we're taking action to restrict travel into remote indigenous communities to prevent the spread of the coronavirus.
From today, only essential services will be allowed in or out of these areas.
States and territories will nominate prescribed areas, that is communities, in consultation with indigenous communities as an emergency requirement as determined under the Biosecurity Act, that will restrict persons from entering or leaving those prescribed areas.
In Alice Springs, there have also been concerns about Americans entering to work at the Pine Gap spy base.
The rules we're applying across the board, but in terms of going into more detail about that facility, you would expect me to do that.
Meanwhile, the Northern Territory government is still considering if it can implement greater controls at its borders.
The Chief Minister yesterday said that he is looking at all measures to protect Territorians.
Matt Cunningham, Sky News, Darwin.